At the center of all love I stand, and from that center I, the soul, will outward move. From that center I, the one who serves, will work. May the love of the divine self be shed abroad in my heart, through my group and throughout the world. May the love of the divine self be shed abroad in my heart, through my group and I stand.
Good evening, everyone, here from the Temple of Silence, and I'm happy to see you. Tuya will be giving the meditation shortly. I would just like to tell us or register that continued vigilance is necessary in this matter. We have people on the defeated side telling us that the whole election is shortly going to be overturned. As long as they are thinking in that way, we have to be on our guard. And so looking out for the second attack, I mean, as I say, things seem to be going in the right direction despite the obstructionism that's going on. And we call the forces with which we are contending, we call them the forces of obstruction. Or in maybe another way, you know, the lords of darkness or those upon the left-hand path and so forth. And they influence people who do not care about truth and the will of others. There is a very negative influence which continues. So even though we may say to ourselves, well, you know, election is over, everything's in the bag, everything's fine, we cannot trust to that until further indications are given. When on December 14th, the electors cast their votes, and when there is a solar eclipse, a new moon eclipse on that day, After that, if all is indicated properly, there will be, I think, a reduction of tension. But of course, we want to hasten, if we can, the transition period, because it brings us into a state of vulnerability if for the entire nation, if the obstruction continues. The childish, neurotic, psychopathological obstruction. This cannot be allowed to continue, and we have to do our bit on the inner side to help. So we have this daily meditation. We hope you can join us, and we hope that you will see the value of doing so, because a major challenge to world democracy is underfoot. And even if all should go well into a presidency for the blues, the nation is still divided, and when you look at the soul of humanity, it is still being opposed by the dweller on the threshold of humanity. The angel of the presence and the dweller are still fighting the great battle. And so, although the election is past, phase 2 is with us, and we continue our vigilance as members of the new group of world servers. We do our best internally, esoterically. Okay, that's what I have to say, and over to Tuya.
So I welcome also to everybody to this meditation. We are making along the way little slight changes, and I suppose this is going to be again a little bit shorter, but we still align with these new moon energies because we are still in this sacred period of time. And then we have just the meditation, and then when the meditation is over, we don't have any discussion, so it is only this meditation. And welcome to everybody. Let us start. Let us now consciously align with each other, knowing that we have come from different parts of the world and have gathered together and linking within our minds, also with our triangle group members and our co-workers. Excuse me. And truly we search to unite with each other. A strong group standing together. And we can imagine to stand around the United States. Let us still align to these subtle energies of the new moon and looking Earth as the base of spine center. And thus we are aligning strongly with the will line of energy. Getting the personality equipment into shape. And we can reflect also that it is also indicating the personality of the United States, let us have this imaginative purification. Let us purify the physical body and its environment. Etheric body. Astral body, emotional field. Our mental. Personality. Withdraw your consciousness from personality and its vehicles and enter deeply into the presence of the soul. And feel yourself established as a soul within the field of light, love, and spiritual power. Merge yourself as a soul into a deep sense of the group soul. Imaginatively unite in soul with the spiritually minded people of the world and with the men and women of goodwill and the members of the new group of observers. Visualize now the Antakarana and project a line of vivid white light upwards. And align with the motto of the soul of United States. I light the way. Project a beam of this pure white light. Imagine the group as a recipient of hierarchical energy, and this energy in the Dharma of soul of US. have a qualitative connection to that. Let us now also link and think about the nature of Shambhala. Shambhala. What is his matter of the higher ethers of the physical plane? And only when man has developed etheric vision, will the mystery lying beyond the Himalayas be revealed. It is a world of pure energy, of light, and of directed force. It can be seen as streams and centers of force, or forming a pattern of consummate beauty, or potently invocative of the world of the soul and of the world of phenomena. It therefore constitutes, in a very real sense, the world of causes and of initiation. We imagine that the group is as a recipient of the energy of divine purpose, divine will from Shambhala. We think of the new moon as a moment of power, when solar energies impress the lunar energies of the personality. We try to keep and meditate along the line of the first ray. We ponder on situations in US, in the field of politics, religion, and economics, which must be impressed and changed by the divine purpose, working lovingly and intelligently through the divine plan. And we try as a group be as open as possible to these energies of divine purpose, working through the divine plan, and think of ways in which we individually and as a group can aid esoterically in the expression of divine purpose through the divine plan in United States. Let us read in our imagination Master Rakoczy, Master R, who is the regent of Europe and America. The Lord of civilization. And thus strongly is connected to the plan how the plan is supposed to be laid out and worked out on a physical plane. We align with that plan, which is descending from his office. We align with the five-pointed star of humanity and with the planetary centers, which is formed by New York, London, Geneva, Darjeeling, and Tokyo. See this living and shining five-pointed star above the group and know its symbolism. Via New York, we will align with the triangle within the United States, New York, Los Angeles, and Washington. Where New York is presenting the throat center of the United States, Los Angeles the heart center, and Washington the head center. Through this triangle, we are aware of the problems which are now rampant and especially affecting the emotional field of US. And we dedicate our work in the name of Lord Maitreya. Let us say together, we have gathered in your name, Lord Maitreya. Be with us. And welcome his presence. Now today we have big group. We all are now standing in the sacred circle and we hold the mudra of Abhaya fearlessness. The mudras are representing the first ray, talk, implementing the law. Let us visualize how the whole group is holding Abhaya Mudra, implementing into the ethers the standing law, chasing away all fear. Dissipating all the fears in this covenantal triangle, White House, executive branch of government. Capitol, legislative branch of government. Supreme Court, judicial branch of government. We use the color rose, which is affecting upon the nervous system, calming it. It is also bringing vitalization, bringing new energy, and remove of depression and symptoms of debiliations. It increases the will to live according to the plan and law. Let us imagine beautiful rose color which is pouring into the triangle, governmental triangle, and then pours out into larger environment, and in the end coloring the whole aura of US. And we sound 3 times on. And we visualize the Christ in the center of the triangle. Master DK says, I seek to emphasize renewed application to meditation and a constant steady use of the invocation, particularly the one which begins by invoking the Lords of Liberation. We re-strengthen our connectiveness and we prepare ourselves for the group invocation. We are strongly vertically aligned in the sacred place within ourselves. And we stand together We will have 1 minute silence for fusion and union of the group, and for the opening the funnel of invocation into the higher realm, into the ears of those who know the truth. 1 minute silence. Great invocation number 2.
Let the lords of liberation issue forth. Let them bring succor to the sons of men. Let the rider from the secret place come forth, and coming save. Come forth, O mighty one. Let the souls of men awaken to the light, and may they stand with massed intent. Let the fiat of the Lord go forth. The end of woe has come. Come forth, O mighty one. The hour of service of the saving force has now arrived. Let it be spread abroad, O mighty one. Let light and love and power and death fulfill the purpose of the coming one. The will to save is here. The love to carry forth the work is widely spread abroad. The active aid of all who know the truth is also here. Come forth, O mighty one, and blend these three. Construct a great defending wall. The rule of evil now must end.
Let us bring illumination through the evocation of the will. And by calling the protective forces of light, guardians of justice, Archangel Michael and his saving force, to create war of protective energies. to keep all illegal actions in leash under the will of God. In deep alignment with the inner work of protection, we see the Lord of Love standing in the center of the covenantal triangle. And now, before us, we create in our creative imagination a wheel of fire with 7 spokes in rainbow colors. Yourself and the inner working group standing in the center at the hub of the wheel, which radiates with the living, all-consuming substance of love from the sacred heart of the Christ. Yourself and the group, as if we were that hub. From that central position, we send out 7 streams of living fire, with each 7 streams of love. Radiating on the world, upon the covenantal triangle in all rainbow colors. While spinning the protective energies, now being spread into all the states. The deeper we align vertically with the Christ, the stronger this wheel is spinning, and stronger radiating the living fire of love. The inner clarion is heard. We are standing for the law, establishing the good law, victory of law to all. And that bringing hope to the world. Bring imagination through the evocation of love, the second aspect, or of sentient response to the world soul in all forms. Bring inspiration through the evocation of the intelligence, the third aspect. And as a united group of brothers and sisters, now standing as members of a human family, visualizing the future for brothers and sisters working together for the coming future in Christ. And we visualize United States belonging among all other nations to Christ. And we state, may thy will be done, not ours. And namaste from Finland.